Alrighty, guys, welcome back. Earlier, we were discussing the college football playoff format and future revenue, and now we're going to be diving into our oddities of the day. Got a good one. I think it's a good one.
You know what? I'm ready for this one.
Are you ready?
I've had a snack.
Another bite of his sandwich.
I'm ready. I'm ready to
Tate's,
do this.
Tate's rubbing his food in my face like I'm I'm gonna have to start getting show snacks too.
It's just one of our things that we do. It's these Portuguese snacks. They're so delicious.
Alrighty, so a disappointed granddad leaves his grandchildren only 50 pounds from a 500,000 pound fortune because they didn't visit enough.
Ooh.
Yeah. A granddad left five of his grandchildren 50 pounds from each of his 500,000 pound fortune after being disappointed that they did not visit him enough. A judge recently ruled Frederick Ward Sr. from Ealing, London, who passed away in 2020, was entitled to make changes to his will, the Mirror reports. A previous version of the veteran's will would have included a sizable inheritance for 5 of his granddaughters, but he later opted to split almost the entirety of fortune between his 2 surviving adult children, Terry Ward and Susan Wiltshire, rather than a third going to his late son's children. As a result, the children of his deceased son, Frederick Ward Jr., were left with only 50 pounds in an envelope, which sparked a family row. The former soldier, who was 91 when he died, informed his legal representatives that he was hurt after his late son's children didn't visit him while he was in the hospital 3 times with a lung condition. Mr. Ward's 5 granddaughters, Carol Gowing, Angelina St. Marcelli, Amanda Higginbotham, and Christine Ward and Jeanette Pett.
The crew.
Yeah, the crew. Sued after finding out that they had been disinherited. The sisters claimed they should be entitled to their late father's 1/3 share of the veteran's fortune. In the argument, the grandchildren asserted that their aunt and uncle had unduly influenced their grandfather, which resulted in this decision being made. But the judge basically ruled, like, sorry. So, but real quick, we got a comment. Said, "Whoa, Mark." They asked if this was live. Yes, this is a live show. Hello.
Hello. Yes, it is live.
Yes, this is a live show. Anyway, so yeah.
Okay. The guy in the story is not live. Just for
No,
the record.
he's not alive.
But we're live.
We're alive.
How do I know? Because I've been eating snacks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know more about this than I should. I've seen this happen more times than I can count.
Uh-huh.
And it's crazy. First off, the grandkids that only got the 50 pounds,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of fumbled the bag.
You did.
It wasn't like Grandpa was asking you to change his depend undergarment. He just wanted you to come visit. Yeah. Sit down on the chair at the edge of the table, by the bed in the chair. Hey, yeah. Gramps, how you doing? You want to watch the game? Now you're gonna sue after he's gone?
Mm-hmm.
Spend time with him. That's what you should have done. Don't be upset and now you're mad at him because you didn't handle your business. He's your family, so love him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on the other side, I've seen this, and sometimes when people get older, their mind isn't quite what it used to be, and it kind of maybe they're grumpier and things of that nature. And it's harder for people to be around them.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen friends of friends who their parents have used their inheritance as a weapon.
Yeah.
If you don't do this, then I'm taking you out of the inheritance.
Mm-hmm.
And that happened. I've seen that happen. I knew a person who took care of their parents all the way to the end,
Mm-hmm.
except for, let's say, I think it was like the last 6 months. And there was other things going on. And last 6 months, the caretaker took care of him. And the guy changed his will and left everything to the caretaker. Now, and see, that's the tough thing, because in that particular case, they took care of him that entire time, except for the last 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Things came up, but things are so volatile with someone in their health and their life
mm-hmm.
that sometimes people hold grudges.
Yeah.
There's never a right or wrong answer to this one. You know what I mean? Because woo, when you're looking around, you open that check and you're like, what did Paul get me? Let me open this. Let's see what Paul done hooked the brother up with.
$50.
And you look at it and you're like, he's just a kidder. That's that erasable ink, There's going to be more zeros going to start appearing on this bad boy, right? And 50 euros is about $55. Was it pounds, euro? What was it?
50 pounds. So American dollars would be about it would be like 65 American dollars.
Yeah, so about $65. Ooh. At that point, are you
buy gas?
No, it won't.
Put gas in your car.
Gas is about in Europe. Gas is about $8 a gallon out here.
Jeez.
Yeah, eight something a gallon. It don't get as far as
I'm complaining about $3 a gallon.
Oh no, I laugh at you guys all the time when y'all tripping on gas prices. Yeah, you fools. But if that has happened to you, a lot of times people just look at this and be like, oh, the one that got the money, he manipulated him. They want to find someone to blame. Mm-hmm. Maybe the blame should have been looking back at yourself.
Maybe the call is coming from inside the house. Hello.
Yeah. Exactly. Maybe just should have picked up the phone, started calling, going to visit. Not because of the money. Mm-hmm. You should want to be able to spend time with your parents and your grandparents. And sometimes it's hard, but sometimes you got to take mm-hmm. take the bitter with the sweet. And this one, there's zeros involved on this one. That could
lots of zeros too.
A couple extra visits. Maybe tuck Paul in a little bit, feed him some oatmeal. Mm-hmm. You could have been swimming, and instead of having enough for
now, look what you've gone and done.
Now, if it was you, would you be looking back at this and mad at him, blaming the other sibling, or would you say, "Man, I wish I would have done more"?
Okay. Let me tell you something. All these people that always get so upset about the amount of money or stuff that is left to them through inheritance after the person dies. If you're upset about it, about what that person left you, in my opinion, if you're upset about it, you didn't really care about that person.
But you don't understand how many people feel like they're entitled to it.
You should be sad, devastated, upset that this person is no longer with you and is no longer in your life. And if your big worry is that Grandad left me $65, then I think there's your answer. Right.
Wait a minute.
There.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna call a time out here. But you could have your cake and eat it too. You could have got the inheritance. You could have spent your time with him and took care of all of it. You fumbled the bag. Mm-hmm. You fumbled everything because, and I'm not trying to be crude by saying you fumbled the bag because you have to be fake. I'm just saying, when you have elderly parents, you want to spend as much time with them as possible. When I go home, I was just home in October for a month. There wasn't a day that didn't go by that I didn't spend time with my mom and my dad every single day. Sometimes 2 and 3 times a day for a month, because you got to cherish the time you have with them.
Absolutely.
Now, if some extra zeros get added to that, that's an extra bonus. That's
Yeah.
They could have had everything. They could have had the cake, the ice cream, and the sprinkles, and they blew it. And now there's only person you can look at is yourself, because even if your grandfather or your dad was grumpy and a bitter old man, sometimes you gotta have thick skin, and you just gotta let it slide, because you gotta cherish who they were. And so that's kind of the way I say, if you cherish what they were, you'd have cherished what you got.
There are consequences and repercussions.
Consequences and repercussions
of your actions.
Girl, I would have reached through and give you another one of those virtual hugs. That's right. I couldn't have said it better. A wise man must have told you that. There's consequences and repercussions for your actions.
There are. And this was a big one. A big consequence and repercussion for your action. All you had to do was go see Grandad in the hospital.
I'm waiting on the moment you're hanging out with your friends or your family, and that just comes out naturally. Well, there's consequences and repercussions for your actions.
Well, that's like, it's so funny. I think I was like watching a television show the other day, and some character's name was Becky, and I just started laughing. Because of the name Becky. And like the background of the name Becky on the show, it's like every time I hear the name Becky, it's like I stifle out like a laugh.
Becky is a family member of the show here now.
She is.
That is hilarious, because you're kind of right. If you hear Becky, I instantly think of the show.
Oh, Becky.
Becky should have been visiting Grandpa.
Becky should have been visiting Grandpa.
Becky would have been just wiping some sweat off of Grandpa's head, maybe. Each time you pat that forehead and make sure he's okay and got him some fruit. That was an extra zero, Becky. You lost.
Yeah.
You could have been set.
Yep. But I don't know. All you guys out there, listen.
Uh-oh.
Listen.
Testify.
Spend time with your family. It doesn't take too much time, honestly, and you'll regret it if you don't after they're gone, and you won't get any money. So.
This is what we call a cautionary tale.
Yes.
You're lucky you got enough for some Subway. You got $65. As I found out through Faith, there's no longer those $5 footlongs anymore.
No, they're no longer $5, and we'll just leave it at that.
I apologize, Faith, but that's how I know. That's how I know that they're no longer $5 footlongs.
That's how you remember.
Faith had a slip up on the show one day, and it's a special moment. That's all I gotta say.
Any of you guys that want to know what the slip up is, you can check it out on YouTube. Because it'll be there forever. And it will haunt me till the day I die.
Ooh. That's the cool thing about this. There's always, every once in a while, these little slip ups. We both have had them. Yeah. Some of them are a little more biblical than others.
Some a little worse than others.
Yes. Just like we started up, there's levels to the game. Like Francis Ngannou found out there was levels to the game, and that's why he took a nap. There's levels to these
Sometimes
mistakes
I'd be taking a nap. Sometimes I KO myself. So.
Ooh, yes. And the sad thing
gosh.
is, I can't even get on you because the biggest mistake of them all was mine. So you have more. I just have mine are just bigger.
Oh gosh. All right, guys. Well, with that, we're going to close out the show for today. Thank you so much for tuning into the Andrew Tate Show presented by the GSMC Sports Network. Your support means a lot to us, so please remember to subscribe to the show and leave a positive review. It really does make a difference. We also invite you to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram for more content and updates. Thank you once again. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace out. Tate's already reaching for his sandwich.
I was going to grab it, but some crumbs started falling off.
Gosh. All right. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to